Virus concerns also impacting local school districts. Most have extended spring break. One is canceling classes until further notice. Channel 5's Monica de Anda picking up that story. She's in Mission with the update. Monica.
There was exactly 50 chairs inside here in a room where the district superintendent and 6 of the 7 individuals who make up the Board of Trustees met in an emergency meeting to discuss the specifics about the plan going forward.
We didn't want to make premature decisions until everything was done and set every day, because you know that day by day, minute by minute, everything is changing.
The decision to close all schools within Mission CISD came after last night's confirmation of a positive COVID-19 test in Laredo, which is part of Region 1, including all schools from Brownsville to Laredo. Another board member says taking this step was a unanimous decision.
To ensure that our children don't skip a beat with their education and don't skip a beat with their health and safety.
The district has been following recommendations from the Texas Education Agency, the CDC's guidance for school closures, and having daily conference calls with the Commissioner of Education.
They provide step by step, and they talk about how short to medium closures do not make a big impact. It's longer closures of schools that make a larger impact. So the commissioner kept telling us, do not close your schools prematurely.
Jessica Fott was one of many parents who was notified last night.
I got the emergency email last night to take the survey to see, I think it was questions about if you have a computer, if you feel like your child needs to have the lunch and the breakfast and things like that.
Fott has 2 kids that attend Bryan Elementary.
I don't want my children going to the school and let's say there is a case there, and what if they bring it home and I see my mom every other day, you know, that's concerning.
She says for her family, this closure isn't a big deal, but she knows that's not the case for all families.
All of the things that are necessary. But also at Bryan, there's also other families who don't have computers, who don't have the means to, to stay home. And I do think that certain children, they need to have their breakfast and their lunches.
District officials want parents to know they're ready to respond and that teachers have curriculum ready to go.
We're not sending anything new. We don't want that burden to our parents. It's teaching for mastery. That's what it's about. We must meet the basic needs of our children, which is shelter, food, so that they can continue to learn. The same thing for our staff.
Perez says meals will also be available for those students who need them. As for employees at Mission CISD, they were paid a week early, so they too could prepare. Perez told us as of right now, there is no set date for Mission CISD to reopen, and says that decision will be based on evidence and how exactly the virus progresses. Now, as for Fott, she told us she was told that she could either go pick up her children's schoolwork in person at the school or do so online. Monica de Anda, Channel 5 News at 6.